I was wondering, I wonder about things sometimes, about the things that I've been through and experienced and was a participant in, and how it physically changed me. How it physically changed me, you know. I wonder if have, I wonder if I have the same DNA as a human does. I've traveled in time. I died before my natural childbirth. My right eye was taken out. I went to heaven, fought evil, had some of the evil inside of me, and came back to this time period passing my physical childbirth and put back on the 50-mile hike. Ten to 1. 10 to 1 odds says that my DNA is not like a human. It's different. I mean, I'm taking pictures of myself in heaven. I'm recorded on petroglyphs that are over 10,000 years old. And, it's a lot of stuff. So, just woke up thinking that a while ago. Had an apple for breakfast. And started thinking about it. How I'm capable of doing such things that humanity can't do. Makes me different. I mean, no human can do what I can do, and no human knows what I know. Because they haven't been here for 20 million years, physically, walking with the same 2 feet that they walk with today. And I have. So, I would like to find out, but I don't have money for that kind of stuff. DNA tests, I also would like to get regressed to find out all the information that I'm, being withheld that's inside of me. Because I've been made to forget a lot of stuff. And I know it. So, what I'm saying is I know have a lot more information inside of me than what I remember. Because of being hypnotized or, what they do. So, but I don't like speculating about anything. I rather have the proof and the truth of things presented to me because I've been through so much. It's the least that anybody can do. I'll be like, here, let's get you a DNA test, and here let's regress you. And I want experts. If I was to be regressed, I want the world's greatest expert, and not lead me into anything. Not lead. I've heard about this. People will lead you into saying something, and it isn't true. Because you know me, I like the truth. I don't like lies. It makes me feel unclean. It makes me feel unclean. And it's not necessary because I have all the proof anyway, so I've been doing my best to tell the truth and have the proof of things. And some people have the audacity to say that I was lying and say bad words to me. Well, they don't know what I know. They weren't with me when these things happened to the seven of us hikers. And, well, it's like that saying, you had to have been there. And none of you were. I met famous people that you only read about in books. I met Thoth from Egypt. I met the Buddha. I met so many more, so many more people. I can't even get in my head. Can't get the words out. A lot of people would laugh. And I'll say, oh, okay. Well, have you ever met Buddha? Do you know who Buddha is? And they'll be like, no. Okay. But still, you would call me a bad word. That just shows me that you're ignorant. And you're being disrespectful. And I don't really care to talk to you. And that's the way, that's the way it is. And I was just a kid when I met them. They were in the underground city in the Grand Canyon. And I got to help carry the Ark of the Covenant. And I'll never lie about such things. And it's not that I believe these things. These things have actually happened and I have the proof of it. So there is no belief, there's only fact because I know. And it's not because I believe that I'm telling the truth. No, I know I'm telling the truth. And I have the proof of it, the facts. So, knowing more than humanity does today, and to have met sacred people and to have done sacred things, makes me a very sacred individual. Makes me one of your greatest public figures in all of history. You gotta look at the basics. First, I started off my journey on a 50-mile hike. A 50-mile hike through all of history. And got taken aboard highly superior craft and was traveling in time with people from another world. And my first stop was at a church. My first stop was at a church in Romania in the 14th century. And I was drinking water out of the things that they baptize you in. They baptize you. I was drinking the water. To go to a church in the 14th century is no laughing matter. And if anybody were to laugh and scoff at that, would be considered highly stupid and ignorant. And I don't care to talk to those people. And my second stop was in the the second Ming Dynasty. Recorded and documented there too. Met the emperor of the Ming Dynasty. Met the emperor of China. I met the emperor of China. Now, how many people do you know in history who have met the second emperor of China that is still alive today? The second emperor of China that is still alive today. Me. How many people that you know of that went to a church in the 14th century? Just me. How many people that you know of have been here for 20 million years physically? Just me. How many people that you know who was a child that has driven extraterrestrial technology? Just me. How many children do you know that have actually carried the Ark of the Covenant? Just me. How many children do you know that was a time traveler? A real time traveler with the actual physical proof of it? And more than just one picture. Just me. But I wasn't alone. 6 other people were with me. And I know who those people are. I don't know their names, but I know their faces. I would have thought by now that maybe social media, you know, over the years I've been on social media and all the other platforms besides this YouTube, that they would actually come forward and said, "Hey, how you doing? Remember me?" And I would have kept our conversation private, out of love and respect for the others that I was with. If they were to ask me, I would. And I would ask them a great deal of questions. First off, I would ask them, "How are you? How is your health? How is your family?" Just the basic things. It sucks being the only one. It sucks being the only one who remembers all this stuff that has come forward. The adults who are watching over us children, the staff members, they should be in their 70s by now. They should be in their 70s, or early 70s, mid 70s. But if they're still here, I know they're so much older than that. A birth certificate doesn't mean anything. A piece of paper doesn't mean anything. A piece of paper is pointless to us because we predate pencils and paper. And I think about the other staff members every day. Not that I get to talk to them. But I know they're out there somewhere, And I hope that they're healthy and happy and have food and stuff, and their family's okay. But I bet you anything that my DNA is different from humans. Mixo, what are you doing? Are you groping? Here, lay down. Here. Lay down, you big nudge head. That's a good boy. I think it's funny that I'm doing things that science only dreams about knowing and doing, and having their name remembered in the history books for doing such great things in science. And here I am. I've already done them all. I beat you all to it. And my name isn't remembered in your science books. I guess it's because I didn't go to college. I didn't have money for college. I'm a poor person. I didn't finish high school because I was moved around too much by my mother and by her boyfriends. I never got the chance to finish high school. It's too late now because what I've experienced in my life, I know more than any history book. I know more than any history book. I know more than any teacher. that's alive today. Except for maybe the extraterrestrial elders and the elders who live underground. But on top of the surface, I'm the smartest human being out of all of you. So, I just wonder if my DNA is different. It should be, considering I was a time traveler. Traveled in time. Went to heaven, fought evil. Have all the proof of everything. Remember so much, but there's still so much that I don't remember that I should. That's why I would like to be regressed, so I can remember. But it'd have to be under safe, very strict, safe conditions that, because I did fight evil, and I have the proof of it, and I don't want that evil just popping up out of nowhere, if you know what I mean. So, to die physically before your natural childbirth is unnatural. It's not natural. It's unnatural. And anybody who would say anything with a rude behavior and come off as a Mr. Smartass and say bad words to me would be considered an idiot. Because they don't know what the hell that I've been through in my life. And they don't know about anything that I have the proof of. Only thing they can do is speculate and contradict, and I don't want to hear that type of bullshit. I stay away from people who speculate and contradict their speculations, because they are nothing but a bunch of bullshit. And I don't got time in my life for that kind of crap. So I stay away from those people. Because they're idiots. And I don't got time for an idiot talking shit to me. That'll just piss me off. And that's putting it lightly. So, I'm just going to be good. Just be good, and because no one's helping me do shit. And that's highly stupid right there. Considering what great proof I have. And what great knowledge and wisdom that I have. Makes everybody else look very foolish for not helping me. Considering the proof and the facts. And this proof and these facts, it could actually generate worldwide peace. The proof and truth that I have could generate worldwide peace. And no one's helping me do shit. And that's the truth of it. That's the truth of it right there. So, I guess you guys don't want peace, but you cry about it every day and night on the internet. That's being a hypocrite. I don't got time for those kind of people either.